Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Mint newspaper headline. So, first of all, costly wheat and the cloud over daily bread. Next, lead by the US Fed. On page number 2, in that data recap, massive capex push Adani FPU. On page number 3, in that Adani stock root tops dollar 111 billion in 6 session. Next, no plan to take LIC to markets in FY24. Next, NCLT halts fresh auction at Reliance Cap. Next, angel tax ends preference treatment of foreigners. Next, on page number 4, in economy section, under that middle earners may continue with old tax regime. Next, 2 out of 3 income tax payers may pick new regime. Next, government puts leash on NHAI borrowings. Next, Pawan hands sale set to be junked. Next, Bangladesh 6 revision in 25-year PPA with Adani port. Next, on mint short section, under that India has triple one payloads, 105 space debris objects in orbit. Next, Mahindra's EV arm merges with its parent company. Next, pay MSME without delay. FM tells big corporates. Next, Samsung to make Galaxy S23 smartphones in India. Next, no separate exam for Indian Railway Management Service. Next, G20 employment working group meet begins. On page number 7, in mark to market section, under that good days for Britannia investors. Next, Titans quarter 3 margin fails to cheer with watch out for higher gold prices. Next, Fed chairs say no rate cuts, market ignore. Next, framework for REIT invite to issue depository receipt on cards. Next, Adani stocks turbulence rocks market despite favorable budget. On mint short, in that top palm oil buyers India's chain imports fall to 6-month low. Next, funds jump into niche loan market under scrutiny after blows up. On page number 18, deal tech and startup section, under that mint short, OpenAI starts paid subscription model for ChatGPT. Next, Shikuya Altria others invest $12 million in Sasa startup Frightify. Next, Meta was scrapping sites for years while fighting the practice. Next, Microsoft rolls out Teams Premium with GPT 3.5 enabled features. Next, Byju's fires 1500 staff. Senior executive also hit. Next, TV prices would not fall soon despite tax cut on open sale parts. Next, court side kickstart $100 million third fund. Next, a budget for capex capacity. Capability competitiveness. On page number 9, in corporate section, under that angel tax ends prefer treatment of foreigners. Next, RBI 6 details of banks exposure to Adani group. Next, UK ex PM's brother quits Adani linked company. Next, Sunil Mittal louds focus on 5G tech in this year's budget. Next, allocation for BSNL part of revival plan. Next, Adani stock route tops $111 billion. Next, no plans to take LIC to market. Next, NCLT rejects landscape lenders' plea for a second auction of assets. On page number 10, in corporate section, under that upskilling jobs face challenges. On page number 11, in corporate section, under that Unacademy swaps cash appraisal with e-soups. Next, India's CV sales boom likely to last longer, Ashok Lane. Next, HDFC net profit in quarter 3 rises 13%, loan growth slows down. Next, Dabur net profit down 5.5% as inflation bites. Next, Class Act HT Republic Day quick creates history. On page number 12, in corporate section, under that confident of making good return from IPL. Next, take a second to look before you leap. On page number 13, in global section, under that railing markets suffer from a dovish illusion. Next, Meta post lower quarter for profit, announces huge stock buyback. Next, Bank of England hikes interest rate for a 10th time in a row. Next, FedEx to cut top management jobs as CEO seeks cost savings. Next, buyout firms rush to lock up cash in tough fundraising market. Next, on Mint short section under that, Sony CFO to lead entertainment electronic giant has president. Next, GIC backed chain analysts cuts jobs in latest crypto layoffs. Next, Berkshire Hathaway sells $44.9 million of shares in China's BYD. Next, Volvo readies EV blitz in biggest product revamp under Geely. Next, Airbus and Qatar Airways settle a dispute over grounded A350 jet. Next, Biden's top economic advisory brain decisive steps down. On page number 14 in news wrap section under that, SAT sets aside SEBI's orders in Satyam case. Next, Sri Lankan Airlines lures Indian flyers. Next, all cargo to sell part of logistic parks biz. Next, airlines faced 546 snack during aircraft operations in 2022. Next, Coke Studio to start Bharat edition. Next, opposition calls for probe into fraud allegations against Adani. Next, most objectionable ads by D2C ASCI. Next, scrap exemption saving grass for steel. Grass for steel. Next, FMCG sector growth slows down in December. Next, try calls telcos for meeting on Feb 17. Next, no duty exemption on private plane import. On page number 15 in long story section under that, has Sitaraman broken the Jashwant Singh JINX. Next, on page number 16 in mint money section under that, home loan interest benefit can only be taken once now. Next, what's the forex rate? Next, budget brings listed bonds under TDS from April. Next, how to save for short term goals and retirement stimulously. Next, capital gains tax is likely to increase for high net worth individuals. On page number 17 in view section under that, a nudge on income tax must not become a so. Next, chip war, cold battles over tiny wafers could spur hostilities. Next, the union budget ticks all the right boxes for India NC. On page number 18 in view section under that, the case for a sectoral approach to insolvency resolution in India. Next, Hindenburg masterclass on globalization hit Adani's FPU. Next, how we mourn the departed is not how it always was. On page number, that much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.